Hi everyone, welcome to this week's EdTech tip. This week coming to you from a screencast to show you how to use a simple feature of Spelling City, which I've been using now for a few semesters to help students to review the words that they have been looking at during the week. Now, as a bit of background, I'll explain that I set assignments for my students every day. So they get a 10-minute window to come into class, and the first thing they have to do is one of these assignments. Now, I know a lot of you already do that as well. I do it daily, okay? So this will work well if you do this already. If not, maybe turn off now. Go and watch some television or something. But if you do this assignment, or you have students that do this, and you set assignments for your students every day, what you can also do is at the end of each week, go into my toolbox again and go down to list management down here. And if you go across to my lists, what you can do is, having given them an assignment every day, and like I said, I give them an assignment and they get I give them a little spelling and a vocab test. So that data, the Spelling City keeps that data on its site. So when you go in here now and highlight, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so all the group 1 words, at the end of the first week, when they've done these quizzes, you can create this word list based on, and I'll show you in just a sec, create a class list based on the data that the students have gotten wrong. So the review list, as you'll note here, it says review lists are randomly generated if no individualized student data is available for selected lists. But if you're giving a daily quiz or daily assignment, when I create this class list, which I will do right now, and I'll make it 20 words, okay, so 20 out of the 50. These 20 words will be the words that they had the least success with. Okay, so also, just while we're at it, I always change the name to something a little bit more meaningful for the student. So we'll call this Group 1, oh, I already did this before, Group 1 Difficult Words Review List. Okay, call it whatever you like, but I just think that's a bit more meaningful for the students. So there are 20 words of spelling and vocabulary list types, because I give a spelling and a vocab quiz every morning, and that's 20 out of the 50. So create the class review list, and my list has been created. Okay, so now when I go into the review list, there it is. I've already deleted all the ones for this semester, but there's the new one I've just created, Group 1 Difficult Words Review List. So this now exists as a list of its own. So now, on a Thursday afternoon, I can go back into the assignments section, and when I create a new assignment, so this is all the blocks right up to group 12. Now when I create a new assignment, I can actually create a new assignment using the selector word list, and it's from the review lists. And there is the list I just created. Okay, so the class group 1 difficult words review list. That's a hard one. Click on that, and it's the same thing. So what we can do is I can give the students the 20 words they had difficulty with, and I can set them another daily vocab test, which is a spelling test and a vocab test. Done. All of that. And as usual, assign it to all the students. And do they have a due date? Yes, 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 whatever you do personally. I won't do this actually, because it means my students will get a message saying they have another assignment, but I'll cancel that. But basically, what that means is I've just created another little assignment, another little review for that week based on all of the Group 1 words. And it's the Group 1 words which the students had most difficulty with. I've been doing that for a few semesters now, and I just thought I'd share that little trick with you, just in case it's something you'd like to introduce if you're one of the people like me who uses Spelling City quite extensively, or at least on a daily basis, to kind of force them to force the students to at least look at the words and have some kind of quizzing based on those. Okay, so I hope that's been useful in some way, shape, or form. Um, if you have any questions, there's the list there, by the way, of the words I had trouble with. How could you have difficulty with the word iron? Good Lord. Anyway, if you've got any questions or problems, or you want to know a little bit more about Spelling City or this particular EdTech tip, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me, and I will offer you any assistance I possibly can. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your kind attention.